Our first villain has arrived. Let's see who it is. Hey guys, I'm Amy.
And I'm Savannah.
And you're watching Faith Fueled Kidz. Here on our show, we're reading through the Bible with you word for word.
And we're acting out with dolls and sets and donkeys. Yeah.
Remember, there are 4 Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And today we're continuing with the first Gospel in the New Testament, the book of Matthew.
Hello.
Hey, Matthew.
Oh, and we're going to talk more about what a gospel is.
Oh, that's right. We covered it a little bit in our first episode.
So if you haven't seen that episode, you should definitely go check it out.
The Greek word translated as gospel means good news.
Like Jesus coming back is the good news.
Definitely good news. But there's even more to it than that.
Ooh, can we act this part out?
Sure.
I'm ready.
Hey Bob, guess what? I just won the war we've been fighting. Oh, that's great news, brother. I shall send a pie to congratulate you.
In ancient times, kings didn't have cell phones.
Hey!
They had to send their royal messengers to deliver important news. Like if a royal baby had been born.
A royal baby has been born.
Or the king won a war.
The king has won the war.
Or if the king was coming to their town.
The king is coming to your town. You need to clean this place up.
These good news announcements were the gospel of the king. And in the Bible, God's kingdom had some amazing announcements. A royal baby had been born.
That's Jesus.
The king had won the war.
He defeated Satan on the cross.
And the king is coming again to your town.
Jesus is coming back soon.
Those were the good news announcements from God, our King, to us, his kingdom. And that's what the disciples wrote about.
Okay, well, let's keep reading it then.
All right, let's jump right in to Matthew chapter 2. Jesus was born in the town of Bethlehem in Judea during the time when Herod was king. After Jesus was born, some wise men from the east came to Jerusalem. "Where is the child who has been born to be the King of the Jews?
We saw the star that shows he was born.
We saw it rise in the sky in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard about this, it upset him as well as everyone in Jerusalem. Herod called a meeting of all the leading Jewish priests and teachers of the law. "Where is the Messiah to be born?" "In the town of Bethlehem in Judea," just as the prophet wrote. "Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, you are important among the rulers of Judah. Yes, a ruler will come from you, and that ruler will lead Isreal, my people." Then Herod called a private meeting with the wise men from the east. He learned from them the exact time they first saw the star. Then he sent them to Bethlehem. "Go and look carefully for the child. When you find him, come tell me. Then I can go worship him too."
This guy sounds like he's lying. Plus, he has mean eyebrows. Herod definitely didn't want another king in his land to compete with. But Jesus is just a baby. What's he gonna do? Fight baby Jesus? Baby Jesus would definitely win.
Definitely. But that's not what happened. After the wise men heard the king, they left. They saw the same star that they'd seen in the east, and they followed it. The star went before them until it stopped above the place where the child was. They were very happy and excited to see the star. The wise men came to the house where the child was with his mother Mary. They bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened the boxes of gifts they had brought for him. They gave him treasures of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Wait, weren't they still in the manger?
Since it took the wise men so long to travel from the east, it's believed Jesus was almost 2 years old by the time they actually got there.
Wow. Did the wise men actually tell Herod where Jesus was?
No, God warned the wise men in a dream not to go back to Herod.
They probably had a dream about his eyebrows.
The wise men went home to their own country and took a different way.
So Herod wouldn't see them.
Yes, but King Herod was determined to find Jesus and make sure he never became king.
After the wise men left, an angel from the Lord came to Joseph in a dream. "Get up, take the child with his mother and escape to Egypt. Herod wants to kill the child and will soon start looking for him. Stay in Egypt until I tell you to come back." So Joseph got ready and left for Egypt with Jesus and Mary. They left during the night. Joseph and his family stayed in Egypt until Herod died. This gave full meaning to what the Lord said through the prophet. "I called my son to come out of Egypt."
Wow. The wise men brought them gifts just in time for them to make a run for it.
And it was expensive to live in Egypt.
So the gifts helped them afford to live there.
Yes, God provided for them before they even knew they needed it.
I'm glad Herod's dead.
Me too. But before he died, when he was still looking for Jesus, he did a really, really horrible thing.
I can look!
When Herod saw that the wise men had tricked him, he was very angry. So he gave an order to kill all the baby boys in Bethlehem and the whole area around it.
What?
Yeah.
This is not appropriate for children.
Herod learned from the wise men that Jesus was born about 2 years earlier, so he said to kill all the boys who were 2 years old and younger.
This gave full meaning to what God said through the prophet Jeremiah. "A sound was heard in Ramah, bitter crying and great sadness. Rachel cries for her children, and she cannot be comforted, because her children are gone."
This is getting really sad.
Yes, but that's what happened.
Could we lighten things up?
We could show baby Jesus kicking Herod in the face again.
Good idea. That's better. Let's move on.
So while Mary, Joseph, and Jesus were in Egypt, Herod died.
An angel from the Lord came to Joseph in a dream. "Get up, take the child with his mother and go to Isreal. Those who were trying to kill the child are now dead." So Joseph took Jesus and Mary and went to Isreal. But Joseph heard that Archelaus was now king in Judea. He became king when his father Herod died. So Joseph was afraid to go there.
After being warned in another dream, Joseph took his family to the area of Galilee.
He went to a town called Nazareth and lived there. This gave full meaning to what God said through the prophets. God said the Messiah would be called a Nazarene.
Hey, I remember this part. Jesus grew up in Nazareth, right?
Yes, and he worked as a carpenter with Joseph.
When did we get to the part where he has his ministry?
It wasn't until Jesus was about 30 years old before he started his ministry here on earth.
Wow.
But we're going to start to see that part in our next episode. Okay, it's that time again.
Finale song time! Roll it!
God sent his one and only Son to save me from my sin. Yeah, Jesus died upon the cross and then he rose again. He loves me so, and yes, I know he's coming back for me. 'Cause whoever believes in him shall be free.
If you believe these words and ask Jesus to be Lord of your life, the Bible says you're saved and going to heaven. Let's sing it again together.
God sent his one and only Son to save me from my sin. Yeah, Jesus died upon the cross and then he rose again. He loves me so, and yes, I know he's coming back for me. 'Cause whoever believes in him shall be free. Come on, shall be free. Shall be free. Break it down if you believe.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And hit that bell icon so that you'll get notified when we post new videos. Bye for now. Bye.